Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning, everyone.
وعليكم السلام.
Thank you, Nawal. Well, it's me again. Seventh conference. Yes, the ship finance and trade. So it's an interesting journey. We had a lot of, how can I say, changes that happened. I think Dr. Ibrahim was giving a bit of flavor of things that, mega, how can I say, events that has taken place through these 7 years. Also, there's a lot of information from our colleagues here and on how the transformation and the transition that's happening. So it's amazing, but it means also it's a reflection that everybody, all organizations, also are evolving and growing, and things are happening in a, what can I say, in a very prosperous way, and so does DMV. So today I'm going to give you a bit of flavor about DMV, but then I'm going to take you into what we do in the industry and then close it where this conference's most important subject, which is finance. And most of you know about DMV. It's a non-profit foundation, 160 years old, and we are 15,000 employees around the world, more than 100 countries and 350 offices. Most important, we invest 5% of our revenue into the R&D. Next slide, we will be talking about it. We have a purpose that to be the trusted voice and also to protect property, life, and the environment. Our core values is we care, we dare, and we share, and that's why we are here. Okay, our investment is in the R&D, focuses on those 6 different areas. Mostly is surrounded by the digitalization. As you know, the industry, whether it is maritime or other, has been sort of driven by three mega trends, and these are decarbonization, digitalization, and diversity. Diversity means getting the whole society to be involved in whatever we are doing in the future. But also for this region, as DMV, we have now become a region. So this part of the world, whereas in the UAE and in this region, we used to report to Greece, but now no longer that is the case. So it's because of our clients and the industry support to DMV, we have done very well, and we needed really to grow further to become a region. So congratulations to our team. Also, part of our responsibility that we support our clients and our industry by issuing our annual report. It's called Energy Transition Outlook. It comes usually in September. Within that outlook, we give a perspective and guidance to the industry where things are going when it comes into the energy transition aspects. It's available online, free of charge, on the website of DMV. And part of that report, we have the Maritime Forecast to 2050. And this is more focused on the maritime industry, and that's one of the debates and the discussions that we have with our clients. And it's also available online, free of charge. You can download it. It gives you some sense into what's happening in our view. However, we can support you if you do feel that any of those areas that you feel you need help with that. But again, with that report, it will also give you a perspective on the fundamentals that are driving the industry, and that is policy and regulation, plus the society and the consumers, how they're deciding for things to go. And the third one is access to funding. And this is going to be playing the most important part in the game forward. Now, what I mean by that is, in order to achieve the targets that we have, 2030, 2040, or 2050, where we need to be as close to net zero, and that there is a huge investment needs to be done, whether it is the maritime industry or the other, which is the shore side. Can you imagine that you need to spend? In our report, we put 24 scenarios of how we can reach into 2050. And in those 24 scenarios, there are, of course, different cost elements that will be involved. And imagine annually, you can spend or expected to expend 8 billion to 28 billion for the maritime industry if we wish to reach into that target, depending on which scenario we use. For the shore side, they need to spend between 28 to 90 billion annually. And that is what is needed amount of investment for the future. In COP28 here in the UAE, they have established the Green Fund. And that was the cornerstone of how things need to be made and supported in order for the industry to move forward and for it to reach its aspiration. Similarly, recently you've followed, it was a 1 trillion target that let's say the different bodies they were trying to put together for funding the transition. However, that is the amount of investment that needs to be made available to enable industry and organizations as good as yourself. Now, I'm going to take you into where we do more emphasis really on this, and we give a perspective where is the financing and the funding is made available. So one of our reports that we issue is the Leading Maritime Cities of the World report. We call it LMC report. This has been in coordination between Menon Economics, it's a Norwegian body, and DNV, where we put together information based on the maritime cities that we have evaluated. It's based on 5 pillars, and these pillars are shipping and porcelain logistic, technologies, attractiveness and competitiveness, and finance and law. And in that report, you will find where is your city is ranked, and therefore we also work with our clients whenever they feel that there is a gap. We help them to close these gaps and further improve their systems. And in that perspective, focusing on it's a biannual, so every 2 years we issue this report. So if we look at this table, for example, the last report shows that Singapore is the leading maritime city of the world, and this has been the 8th consecutive time that Singapore have been in that position. However, in that report, what you will find is there are different pillars, and that pillar where it's to do with the maritime finance and law, and there where we have, not necessary for Singapore to be in the top rank, but because the overall ranking, that's what made Singapore to be the top. However, you could see from the maritime finance and law, London is the first, second is New York, third is Oslo, fourth is Singapore, and fifth is Tokyo. And then I just included another slide there where it shows how this has been deep dived and drilled into getting the information and then summarizing the ranking and position of these cities. I close at this, and thank you so much for listening. And this report is available online. You can download free of charge. Thank you.